Hi guys, Casper MMA here, and today we're back with another Cage Warriors prediction video on the channel. Today I give my predictions for Cage Warriors 198, Tugarev versus Brown. Now for the first time on this channel, I'm actually giving a prediction video for a card I'm going to see live. I'm going down to Manchester this weekend, so if any of you guys are there, then come and say hello. I'm looking forward to it. But before I get into my predictions today, make sure if you guys are new around here and you're enjoying this content, go down below and hit that subscribe button. It's free and it's really appreciated. So we have a total of 12 fights on this week's card, and we kick things off with the first prelim of Chris Morris versus Pino. Now, Chris Morris, an Englishman with making his debut. Well, I think both these guys are making the debut, but he had an amateur record of 11-2, which is pretty good. I mean, one of them losses to Dennis Frimpong, who is a very good fighter, to be fair. I think he'd fight an octagon or something. But around that, he's got a decent amateur career, you know. A few wins by finish, a couple wins by decision. I mean, he looks pretty good. 2 losses as well. His opponent is a Spanish man, Pino, also making his debut, 7-5 amateur record. And I mean, we have to go off the amateur records because they've got no professional fights. But hasn't had the same record as his opponent. Lost quite a few more times, but I mean, sometimes amateur records don't really matter. Like some guys, when they become professional, just fight a lot differently. But has lost to some Cage Warriors fighters before, and I'm just gonna have to go with the Englishman here. I think he should get this job done pretty easily, so I'm gonna back Morris to win by submission. Now moving up the card to Ryan Hewitt versus Matthew Friel. Now Ryan Hewitt is a 2-3 Englishman. Has lost more than he's won, but did win last year. Got a body kick KO in round number 1, which was impressive. I'm pretty sure I picked against him in that fight, if I remember correctly. And he got the win somehow over an undefeated guy. But around that, he's lost 3 times in his last 4. Won his first professional fight, but not been doing too well. Lost this year by decision. His opponent is an Irishman, Matthew Friel, 1-2 record. So also has a losing record. 26 years of age. Won his first professional fight, but then lost 2 in a row. Won by both by decisions. Lost a split decision as well. So it's gonna be hard to pick this one, you know, because both these guys haven't been doing too well recently. Technically, Ryan Hewitt has a more recent win than Friel, but I do think Friel should win this. I mean, only started his MMA career, like his professional career last year. Had 3 fights, so I still think he's got room to improve. He's had 2 fights, lost his first one in Cage Warriors, but I think he's going to bounce back with a win here by decision. Now we move up the card again to Oliver Tero versus Davide Manente. Now, Oliver Tero, an Englishman, undefeated, 2-0. Looks pretty good. Both his wins have came by KO. 1 in round 1, 1 in round 2. Obviously, not against anyone good, really, but got the wins, got them done by finish. Good amateur record as well, so good little English prospect there. His opponent is an Italian man, Manente, 1-2-1 record. So, got a losing record, but is coming off a win in his last fight. Got a round 1 KO himself this year, but he has lost twice, once by submission, and also has a draw to Sconia, which is not a bad draw, to be fair. Sconia is a decent fighter, but I feel like should be an easy pick here. Tero should win this. He might KO, might submit, not sure, but I'm going to go with Tero to win by KO. Now, moving up the card again to Christian Souza versus Roman David. Now, Souza is a 1-0 English fighter. I remember predicting his first professional fight against David Donald. I thought he was going to lose that, fighting a 3-0 undefeated opponent on his first fight, but he got the job done. He managed to get a decision win, and that's his only fight professionally. Obviously had quite a lot of fights amateur level. Got some decent wins as well, to be fair to him. Loves the decision win, so he looks decent. Roman David is making his professional debut. The Irishman, 6-3 record. I mean, he's also got not a bad amateur record as well. Coming off 2 wins in last year, coming into this fight. Has been KO'd before on amateur level, but overall, he doesn't look too bad of a fighter. So this fight could go either way. Both these guys have 1 professional fight between them, but I'm backing Souza to win. I mean, that was a pretty good win he got in his last fight, and I reckon he can come back again and win by decision. Now, moving up the card again to Enrico Di Gangi versus Jack McLoughlin. Now, Di Gangi is an Italian man, 4-4 record, so he has as many wins as he has losses. 31 years of age. Currently, not on a great run. He's on a 3-fight losing streak in Cage Warriors. Did win his first fight in Cage Warriors against another Italian man, I think, but has lost 3 times in a row, not been doing too well, got subbed this year in his last fight in round number 1, but did have a pretty good start to his career, was 4-1 in total, but yeah, just was finishing a few opponents as well, but yeah, just been on a horrible run at the minute. His opponent, McLoughlin, is a 1-0 Englishman, so undefeated, had 1 professional fight, beat another guy who was 0-0 and KO'd him in round 1, pretty good. Decent amateur record as well, only a few losses and looked pretty good, so I think that the Englishman should get this done. I mean, momentum-wise, Di Gangi coming off 3 losses. He's probably, who knows what he's going to come into this fight looking like. So I'm going to back the Englishman, McLoughlin, to win by decision. And now, moving up the card again to Chris Price versus Artūrs Leisāns. Now, Chris Price is a 7-1 Englishman, 28 years old. This guy's pretty good. I mean, he's only lost once in his career. That was in his first fight in Cage Warriors. Got KO'd in round number 1, but around that, I mean, he looks good. I mean, nearly all of his fights he's won. Well, pretty much, yeah, he's won all of his fights by finish. I mean, one was a DQ, but he's got 5 wins by submission in his career, on a 3-fight winning streak as well. I mean, he finishes all his fights in round number 1 as well. I mean, he's a very good prospect, Englishman. He looks good. His opponent is a Latvian man, Leisāns. I don't know how you say his name. I'm not Latvian, but he's 9-9 record, 1 draw or 1 no contest. I'm not sure, but he's not on a great run at the minute either. I mean, he's lost 3 fights in a row by submission, and he's coming up against a submission expert. I have a feeling this is a pretty easy layup for Price, I've got to say. I mean, just off that alone, he's lost 3 in a row, but obviously has 9 wins in his career, many of them coming by KO, 7 in total, has been KO'd 4 times as well. So he gets a finish, he gets finished a lot. So I'm backing Price, obviously, to win by submission. Now, moving up the card again to Fran Breen versus Ayoub Nacer. Don't know how you say that name, but Fran Breen is a 4-1 Englishman, 25 years of age. Only has 1 loss by submission back in last year, but around that, he's looked pretty good. Obviously, he still hasn't fought that high level of opponents. I mean, he has KO'd 2 of his opponents and won 2 by decision, but he's not really fought any guys with like a good amount of wins really. But still, he's getting the jobs done. His opponent is an Italian man, 4-1 record, 25 years of age as well. So he looks pretty good. Went 2-1 in WOW FC, getting coming off a win in his last fight by decision. Lost the decision before that, but was 3-0 at one point, 2 wins by KO to start of his career, and he's beat some decent opponents as well. He does look pretty good. So I think this is one of the closest fights on the card. There's a couple quite close ones, but I feel like this one is quite hard to call. I mean, both same record, same age, pretty similar fighters, and I don't know whether to back the Englishman because he's fighting in his home country or the Italian man because he looks pretty good. But I'm going to back Nacer, whatever you want to call him, the Italian man, to get this job done. I reckon he takes the decision. Now, moving up the card to Shay Ingram versus Wellington Lopes. Now, Shay Ingram, I don't know if he was meant to fight someone else on this card and it got cancelled. I think so. I think that's what happened. But he's now fighting Wellington Lopes, and I do think Ingram is a very good fighter. I mean, if you look at his record, look at his amateur record, he doesn't have any losses. I mean, he's 3-0 at the minute. 2 wins by decision, then got the round 1 submission in his last fight over a decent opponent as well. So he's got some good wins as well on his amateur record. So I do like the look of this guy, a good English prospect. His opponent, Wellington Lopes, is a Brazilian man, 7-4 record, 32 years of age, coming off a loss in his last fight, but he has a few wins over in some different promotions and stuff. Overall, he's a pretty average fighter, not gonna lie. He's won a few, lost a few, been subbed a couple times. I mean, most of his losses have been by finishes. He's been subbed twice and KO'd once, but he has a fair few KOs himself. But I feel like this should be an easy fight for Ingram. Maybe it won't be, we'll see. But I feel like Ingram should win this fight, and I reckon he gets it done by submission. And now we move the card to another fight. Jack Humphries versus Souza, or Job Souza. I don't know how to say his name, but Humphries, this is a guy I want to go and see. I mean, I'll be looking forward to watching him fight on Saturday. Definitely a good up-and-coming prospect at the minute. An Englishman, 4-0 record, only 22 years of age as well. He's won all 4 fights by finish. Friel coming in round number 1. 3 wins by submission, 1 win by KO. He looks good. He looks very good indeed. I do have to say. All the wins coming in cage warriors as well. His opponent is a Brazilian man, 6-7 record. 6-7. Why did I do that? But 34 years of age, so quite the older fighter. Has been subbed 5 times in his career, been KO'd twice. I mean, when he's lost, he's got finished. Has a few wins by KO himself, but not against great opponents. And yeah, this should be a very easy fight for Humphries. He's going to run through him, round 1 finish. Might KO him, might sub him, could do either, we'll see. But I'm going to back Humphries to win by submission. And now moving up again to Tim Wilde versus Oscar Ownsworth. Now, this one took me a bit to decide who's going to win this one, but starting things off with Tim Wilde, an Englishman, 17-7-1 record, 38 years of age, so he's getting on a bit, probably retiring soon, you've got to say, especially considering he's on a 3-fight losing streak at the minute. Got KO'd in his first fight in Cage Warriors in round number 1, but he's just come over from Bellator, lost to Diakise, I forgot to say his name, the ex-UFC fighter, and then, to be fair, in Bellator, he had a pretty good run, to be fair, was 5-3 in total, lost 2 on his, towards the end of his career, but has some decent wins, to be fair to him, some wins that have aged well, as well. He's got quite a lot of KOs on his record, most of his wins coming by decision, though. His opponent, another Englishman, Oscar Ownsworth, 8-4-1 record, so obviously a lot less fights in his career than Wilde on the other hand. Also on a losing streak at the minute, lost his last 2 fights. Also in Bellator and PFL, lost to Alfie Davies, who is the world champ? No, tournament champ at the minute. I think he's going to fight Usman Nurmagomedov yet again, so not a bad age loss. And then lost to Pesela in his last fight by decision. But before that, he was on a pretty good run. He was 7-2, 8-2 I think in total. A few wins by KO, some decent wins as well. But I just think Wilde, even though he's the older fighter in this fight, I just feel like his experience, his wins have been pretty good. I mean, I just feel like he's fought high level opponents and won Wilde in his past. So I reckon he's going to come in here and win by decision. Now, moving up to the co-main event now. Chris Bungard versus Simone Patrizi. Now, I've actually already predicted this fight before when it was first scheduled for a different Cage Warriors card. Can't remember which one it was, but my original pick was Bungard to win by submission. I mean, obviously Bungard is the Scottish man, 21-10 record, 36 years of age. Very experienced man, to be fair. Fought a lot of times in Cage Warriors, been to Bellator as well. He's a submission artist, to be fair. 12 wins in total in his career by submission. Won his last 2 fights in a row by submission as well. Obviously, subbed to Leisāns, who we just talked about on this card. Has lost a couple of times as well to some, obviously lost to George Hardwick, who's a good opponent. Lost to some other guys as well in Cage Warriors. But overall, I think he's a pretty decent fighter, especially for his age. He's pretty good. And his opponent is Italian man Patrizi, 7-4 record, 31 years of age. He's on a 2-fight losing streak at the minute. Got KO'd in round number 1, then lost a decision in his last fight. Before that, he did look alright, to be fair. He's got a few KO wins himself, and he's an alright fighter. But I'm going to stick with my original pick of Bungard to win by submission. I think Bungard's pretty pissed off because I think Patrizi missed weight, or he had to pull out pretty late on. And I think Bungard's going to come in here. He's going to finish him and get the submission. Now, we move up to the main event now. Omar Tugarev versus Omiel Brown. Now, this is for the interim belt. I think Tugarev's defending his interim belt, is he? Which is a bit strange because Samuel Silva, is he the champ? I'm pretty sure, but he's don't know what's happening here. But he's defending an interim belt, which I guess I'm here for it. Why not? It's a good matchup, this, to be fair. Tugarev is a Finnish man, 8-0 in total, 24 years of age. This guy looks a very good prospect, I've got to say. Was 7-0 coming into Cage Warriors, and then won the interim belt against James Power, who was also another good fighter. Got the round 3 KO against him, and then he looks pretty good. I mean, he has literally all finishes on his record, 1 win by decision, but 4 wins by KO, 3 wins by submission, so he's a dangerous man. Also, his opponent is a very dangerous man as well, Omiel Brown, the Jamaican man, 11-3 record. He has many wins by KO as well, 6 wins by KO, 4 wins by submission. I mean, he's on a very good run as well. 5 fights in a row he's won. Only one of them's gone to decision as well. So this, I have a feeling there's going to be a finish in this fight. I hope there is. This should be good. But he did get KO'd by Bachar back in 2023. Got KO'd in round number 1. But since then, he's looked really good. Got a few submission wins, a few KOs as well. So I do think he's a very capable fighter and up for this challenge. I mean, Tugarev undefeated. Should be a good scrap this. I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, both these guys are capable of winning this fight. They've both got ways to win, but I'm going to have to back the technically title holder here to defend his belt in Tugarev, and I feel like Tugarev's going to win by KO. So there we have it. There are my picks for Cage Warriors 198. Let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree with any of my picks. And that's all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, maybe leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.